What's up, guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages? How y'all doing? Alright, so, yeah, still not feeling just super 100% today, but feeling better. Still got some issues, with the tummy. Okay, but yesterday, I was just drained, absolutely drained. So, I'm going to show y'all today, got up, had some tummy issues this morning, but anyway, Abby got the kids to school. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I love that woman. And Joe came over and we worked on the truck for a minute. The PTO cable, can't get it to go. My air compressor would know that I'm back. I cut it on before I left so it could charge while I was gone. I gotta fix that air leak at some point in time. One of my fittings is leaking a little bit, so I gotta fix that. But it's on the bottom of the list. Alright. But while we were working on the truck, I noticed the other day, when I took that really heavy load in the dump trailer, I noticed when I got the next morning, I said, that axle looks a little funny. Okay. Well, I walked around to the other side, and I'm like, yeah, that axle looks a lot of funny. So, and then I said, I see what the problem is. We broke a leaf spring. Set right there. So, and I've been needing to replace this tire. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, on this dump trailer, tires, I let them go as long as they can. Even trailer tires are so expensive that, I say they're expensive. But what I'm saying is tires that I used to get for, $90, $100, $115, now they're $185, $200. So, as long as they're holding there, they're pretty much going to stay on there. This trailer's got 8 tires. If one blows out, it'll keep walking down the road. All right. So, especially unloaded. But, hey, just that big load that I had on it, I finally found the weak spot in that leaf spring. And this trailer takes a beating. Takes an absolute beating. Hold on. Alright. A friend of mine called me, so I talked to him for a minute. But I'm gonna be honest, last night when I got home from church, I was pretty tired. I wanted to get some more of this work done, but I didn't. So I was gonna retouch on this bar. I know I talked about it yesterday, but I'm gonna retouch on it. I bought these bars, and I thought they would fit a Stihl 250 when I bought them. I know my table's messy, don't look at that. But got them, and they don't fit. But I've already bought them. I'm not going to send them back. And like I said, the bar for a Stihl 250 from Stihl was very, very, very hard to find. I had one on back order from my Napa for 3 or 4 months. So, hey, but I do like the fact they got a little oiler hole up here. Anybody that doesn't know, when you see this hole right here, that's the oiler hole for the sprocket. So, these bars actually fit like a 271 or a 291. But I can take it and I can cut it off right there behind these 2 little dots. and it will fit. I just have to make the chain 72 drive links. So I'm gonna do that. Stay close to this bathroom. We were doing that I got Joe started on that no cleanup yesterday at Big Oak, and he got to a certain point where he couldn't move around anymore because the brush was in his way. So, I mean, these pretty big limbs. You know, these limbs are, 8, 10, 12, 14-inch diameter limbs. So, I called the customer, and he's got equipment. If he didn't have equipment, then I would have taken the tractor over there and moved it. But he's got equipment, so I said, hey, would you mind moving some of these limbs, getting them out of the way so we can reposition our truck into a better spot, to get the other side of the tree? He said, oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. And he said, but it's going to be this afternoon before I can do it. So that's fine. So he got those moved yesterday evening. So Joe's back working on that tree today. It's taking a little longer than what I expected, but just having to work around a bunch of stuff. But all right, well let me cut this bar off, and Andy brought me some chains. So and now somebody else is calling. All right, well Lord, thank you for the phone call. All right, let me get this and I'll touch back with y'all. Okay, so here's the bar cut off. Where's that piece? There's that piece. There it is. All right, so that's what I cut off. Right there. And then I tapered these edges. Now the chain tensioner is almost all the way out, so it's gonna go back further than that. But you can see once it goes back a little further, and it comes back to like here, then you'll be sitting at normal there. And I could hear some people would say, oh, well, you're gonna lose all of that. No, you're not. Once the cover comes on and it gets tight against the side, and this is the farthest out it will possibly go. I mean, you can look and see. So you may have another 1/8 of an inch, something like that there. But this is pretty much as far as it will go. There's the chain for it. 72 drag lengths. So, yep. So I'll take this chain and this chain over here. Those I've got to sharpen. Okay. Both of these are brand new chains, never been used. Let's see. It's right here. Okay. There we go. Focus. Good. Alright, so the one closest to you is the normal bar, 68 drive links. Get down here at the bottom, see? The one farthest away, 72. So that one is this one right here. I don't know. I'm trying to separate them. There we go. One on the left is 72. One on the right is 68. Both 32563, 18-inch bar. Alrighty. Oh, and don't want to get those mixed up. And put this down. There we go. I jacked the trailer up. Got the wheels off of it. So I'll show you this. By the way, air over hydraulic bottleneck jack. Love it. I bought one from Harbor Freight. It's a 12-ton. I wish now I'd bought the 20-ton. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna buy the 20-ton. But I love this thing. So now I've got the jack up there, but I lowered it back down onto the jack stands, and then I just jacked the jack back up just a hair. Yeah, and while I got it, I'm gonna fix these little lights back here. I got it up, but air over hydraulic. So you just tighten it down, and then you can get, this is what I love about it, you can get out here, out of the way, you know, a safe distance, and jack it up. You know, or like looking back here, make sure everything's going good. You don't have to be underneath there going up and down on the little handle thing. So, but I need to wash this. Yep, so there's our culprit. Got that valve spring. You got the leaf spring right there that's broke. So I got all 4 wheels off the ground, sitting on jack stands. Take that off, go find me another one. And yeah, and I'm definitely gonna replace this tire. I went ahead and I took this loose. I'm gonna replace this tire. Might replace both these, I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna replace this one. So, and watch this. It's gotten pretty dirty over the winter time. So, alrighty. Well, let me sorry. Let me put this chainsaw back together, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I was going to show you how I make chains real quick. Making chains for that chainsaw that I just got done with. It is right here. Bars on. Brand new chain on it. Okay. So, like I said, I start right there at this. Lay them out real good. Come down to how many ever drive lengths I need. 72 for this one is right here. I make a mark on the chain. I cut it right there. This tool right here. So I used to do it over there on my brake, but I figured out but I had to take like the whole roll and everything. It was just a lot easier just to do it over here by hand. Okay, one second. Okay, so then I've cut it, and I got these two. It's your link. So I cut it right there where it's supposed to be. I take it over here. Over here. I don't have a camera guy. So let me see if I can set this up somewhere. Maybe this will work. Hey, that don't look too bad. What? I might be a professional at this. Okay, so make sure our chain is nice and straight. Let me get over here where you can see me. I don't know if you can see me or not, but make sure our chain is nice and straight. Right, well and good right there. Okay, yes, I am still in my sleep pants, because when I'm working around the house, I generally stay in my sleep pants because they're comfortable. I weld in these, mechanic in these, and and I make chains in these. Okay, so put that in there. You want to make sure this is nice and straight. This has a break on it right here, but it was awkward because I had to bring the whole box and chain and everything over here, and I just do it in there by hand. I could put it together in there because that tool has one of these, but I like this one better. This one's more, it just does a better job. Okay, so you really want to get this part right, because if you go too far, then you'll grind all your metal off and your chain will break. if you don't go far enough, then you'll have too much of a little lip, and you know, it won't be good. Okay, so I give it a nice little, you know, turn it down there. And I've never really counted, but it's, you know, it's like 3 to 6 or so, kind of 10 somewhere. You just kind of got to look at it, feel it, give it another little turn. Like I said, this part right here, you don't want to go crazy and go too far. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, now got the other one. I got that one just a hair. That'll be alright, but I went shade too much. I mean, fuzz too much. So probably because I was talking and not paying attention. But whoop. Yep, that one's good right there. Okay, so now our chain is put together. Okay, so let me show you. Make sure this thing will focus. There it is. You can tell the ones that I just put in and the new ones. Okay. All right. Now, here's the secret weapon. Ava. Oh, and Mama. Ava, Mama. Ava, Mama. And Snowdy Ball. Ava, are you gonna say hello? Ava, you gonna come here and say hello? Okay. So, I take this, I put it on my anvil right here, and I whack it a couple times with a hammer. Just hit it a couple times with a hammer, smooth those out a little bit. So here's what they look like right now. Give me a second. That's what they look like after. So just kind of smooth that out a little bit, tightens up that length just a hair. So yeah. And that is how you make chains. Comes from this 100-foot roll. Well, this one's not 100 foot, but it was 100 feet. It's also Sabra, however you pronounce it. 32563, 100-foot bolt. Made in China. To be honest with you, brand new. I can't tell the difference between this and steel chain other than the price. The price is a lot different. So, yeah. Alright, well. Alright. Joe called, said he's ready to cut the tree down. So, I got to change into my work pants. Or my going out pants, I guess I'd say. My Carhartts. And we'll go cut a tree down. Alrighty. Stomach is still, like I said, still a little bubbly. But we're making it. Making it. Alright. Alright. So, got to the job. Oh. Okay. Still a little bubbly. Alright, so here's the... So, there's the road. There's a tree. Let me sneak out here for a second. There's Braden over there. There's Joe up in the bucket. So the tree was stretched all the way out, like halfway over this road. And all the way back over here, past where the bucket truck is. Yeah, I know I need to paint my bucket. It's calico right now. It's 3 different shades of orange. So he's working on that limb. So I had to set up like over here, set up there, set up right here, and Then as soon as he gets that back limb off, we're gonna cut the stud down, you know. Braden's over there working on that. That other yard, we had to get everything from this side because that other yard over there is sopping wet. I mean, just sopping wet. So, and I'll try to get Braden to film while I'm cutting the tree down. Like I said, not a hard job. It's just you had to watch stuff over the road because I mean half the tree was dead hanging over the road. And the brush, you know, when we would pull in one spot, or Joe would pull in one spot and work everything he'd reach from there, well, then he really couldn't pull into any other spots. So, and I didn't bid this to clean it up, you know, or to spend a whole bunch of time moving anything. So, if the customer hadn't had equipment, then I would have brought the tractor over here and done it all with the tractor. But anyway, all right. All right, so we went to that funeral visitation. Yeah, got the trailer taken apart, got the leaf spring off, and thankfully we have a really good feed store in town that keeps a lot of stuff in stock. So, boop, brand new leaf spring. Only problem, 100 and with tax it was 154. So yeah, 5 leaf, 5,000 pounds. So, yep, there you go. Gonna get this baby installed before it rains. Hello, Snowball. I gotta bring your food in so that doesn't get wet. Turn this on. So yeah, all of this is OSHA approved, by the way. So, yep, just I went ahead, you know, put a jack underneath there. Took that out. I'm gonna clean those up. Put that back in and get this down. I'm gonna leave this wheel off until I'm gonna put the lug nuts on, but I'm gonna leave this wheel off. I'm gonna replace this this outside tire, and I'm gonna move the inside one to the outside. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it back on the ground. So that way I just have to, I can let all this down and get all these jack stands out, and then when I go back and do that, all I have to do is just jack up this axle, you know, or I don't know if it's got enough travel for me to run. I could probably run over something with the back axle and get this one far enough off the ground to get the tire off. So yeah, I'd probably do that. But I want to get as much done tonight as I can. Well, I'm gonna get this done because it's supposed to start raining here in it's almost 8. 4. It's supposed to start raining in like 6 hours. So, and I definitely don't want to be out here tomorrow in the rain. Even if it stops raining, then the concrete's going to be all wet, and I'm going to have to roll around on wet, greasy concrete. Much rather do it tonight while it's nice, peaceful. So, yeah. Sounds like a plan. All right, be back. Okay, so just a little update on the axle thing. So this axle was still cocked that way, and I had to get it back this way. Even having it off the ground, I didn't loosen up the other side. If I had done that, it probably would have been a lot easier, but it really wasn't that bad. I came up with this great plan. So I got my chain hoist and chained it up over there and just kind of inched it. I only had to move it 2-3 inches to the front, you know. So yeah, so I thought that was a great thing. Hey, look, it's the first time I've ever done this. Okay, first time I've ever replaced the leaf spring. So this one and one more will be 2. All right, be back in a minute. All right, guys. Sure. My apologies. That yawn just started as soon as I pushed record. But yeah, so it's 10:30. So I'm gonna call it a day. Go inside and get cleaned up. Get some supper. Abby made deer tacos for supper. So, and like normal, she put my plate in the microwave. So that's got everything put back together on the trailer, except I got to go get 2 new tires. So I already put those on the truck, and I already put the trailer back down. You know, got all the jacks and all the tools and everything packed up. That way, if it's raining tomorrow, I can just go get the tires and then wait for a break in the rain and put the tires on. I don't have to do anything to that axle, so yeah. I don't know. Really good day. Felt really bad for the family. Funeral visitation that we went to. My stomach's feeling a lot better. So, but tonight will be the test. If I can hold them deer tacos down, and not give them back in the morning, I know I got it whooped. So, thank you once again. Appreciate you. Remember, Jesus loves you. And hey, just keep on keeping on. And also, stop for a second and count your blessings. Like, just a personal note from me to you. Just stop for a second and count your blessings. Yeah, I could get mad about this dump trailer breaking a leaf spring. I could get mad about my truck transmission going out. My other truck that I just bought, that red one, 2 weeks after I bought it, reverse went out. But I always try to look at the bright side. And, there's a lot of folks out there doing tree work and other stuff or whatever. They don't have a dump trailer. So, at least I have a dump trailer that can break. And at least I have a 24 valve Cummins that the transmission can go out. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, if you have a 12 or a 24 valve Cummins, the transmission will go out. You don't ever have to worry about the motor. Just change the oil. You're good. Transmission? Yeah, it's going to happen. But My point is, next time you see somebody walking on the side of the road, don't get mad when your car breaks. Because at least you had a car that could break. Or at least you have a car that is allowed to break. Alright, so yeah, hope that makes sense. Y'all have a blessed day. Deuces, homies.